Hey Barry, I want to talk to you a little bit today about people who plan on packing themselves. Certainly we pack for some customers, but we have a lot of customers that actually decide to pack on their own. I was hoping I could get some basic advice from you regarding this topic. To start, how do people pick their packing supplies?
Packing supplies, a lot of that is depending on what kind of items you're going to be packing. If you're packing a lot of heavier items, you would want to use smaller boxes for that to make them more manageable. The bigger your items and lighter your items get, you can use larger boxes to carry those things around.
Now everyone's familiar with like standard boxes. Are there any sorts of special boxes that maybe people don't know about that you would need throughout a move, just normal household items?
Well, a couple of the standard boxes we use is called book boxes, which again are for your heavier items such as books, maybe some weights, stuff like that. We also have a box called a dish pack. And a dish pack, what that is a thicker box used to pack just that, your dishes and vases and stuff like that. And the box is a little thicker, so it gives it that extra added protection for transit.
Oh, very nice. Now what about closets? I know there's some special boxes for closets.
Absolutely. We have wardrobe boxes that are actually about this tall, and they consist of a bar that goes across, and you actually hang your clothes in there so they can keep their integrity throughout the move.
Now getting into the actual packing, how soon should somebody start packing?
I would say immediately. As soon as you know you're moving, at least get a jump start on the items that you think you can pack that you may not need in between that time and the move itself. Get things packed as safely and quickly as possible so that on move day, you're not running around trying to protect these things.
Now aside from, I know you said, heavier items in smaller boxes to make sure the box doesn't become too heavy. What about when you're actually packing, taping the boxes, or anything special you need to do there, labeling, things like that?
Absolutely. I would make sure that you use 3 strips of tape on your bottom and top of your box to assure that it's safe. I would also use lots of paper when packing these items. That helps the protection. It also helps the integrity of the box, keeps a stronger, more sturdy box, which is better for loading of the truck. Also, I would say, as far as labeling goes, that's a great question. I would make sure you write the room that you're going to want these boxes to go into. If you're going from one home to another, as opposed to labeling the room you're packing out of, label where the box is actually going to go. So when you get to your destination, it goes into the proper room.
Great. Also, in terms of wrapping the items that you put in the box, how should that be handled? I mean, are there certain materials or?
Yeah, there's what we call newsprint paper. It's actually newspaper without the ink, which, by the way, you don't want to use newspaper when you're packing. The ink can tend to run onto your belongings. So with this newsprint, you lay your items diagonally in the newsprint and wrap them up nicely to put into the box. And I would suggest wrapping every item you pack, whether it be glass, wood, plastic, whatever it is. If it's wrapped, you know it's safe, and as I said earlier, the paper will help a box be much sturdier for you.
And last question, I mean, once you have all your goods packed, right, you're ready for the movers to come in and pick it up. Does it matter if I tape the boxes or leave them untaped? Is there anything protocol I should follow there, as the movers come in to
it wouldn't hurt if you're packing things that maybe you're not so sure of, to leave the box open and let the movers, especially here at Humboldt, we're ready to help you. So maybe leave the box open, let us take a look in there just to make sure your items are safe, and then we'll close the box up and we'll load it on the truck, and you'll feel secure that way.
Great. Any other outstanding advice or last advice you'd have on the whole idea of packing and packing yourself?
I'd say it's a difficult process. Be prepared for that. Be prepared for a lot of time, and take your time and do it right, and all you're doing is protecting yourself in the process.
Great. Sounds like you follow these rules, you're going to have a stress-free move.
Hopefully.
Great. Thanks, Barry.